Advance button. Retouch off. Well, magic. What's up, everybody? Who can guess the subject of the hologram that we're developing? No guesses? 0 guesses? What's up, Alex? How you doing? I'll give you a hint. It has to do with a video game. What's up? Riley Cat? Riley Cat. I can see you. I can see your chat. Right now we are, well, this is, I guess, technically a fixing stage. But we're going to develop a hologram right now. Right now we're just rinsing out all of the active ingredient that basically wasn't recorded into the film when I recorded it over there. Behind you. And in about 30 seconds, I'm gonna move this plate from here to here. And we're gonna dehydrate it. And then hopefully, if all goes well, over here is gonna be some real shiny and futuristic at the end of this pipeline. Drim, what'd you order? What is your order? They do take, my standard delivery time is 3 to 5 weeks. Just one guy, you know. Depending on what you ordered, I might have had to make it. Depending on what you ordered, I might be almost done making it. I'm not Nick Mullen. No, I'm not. What's up, J-Trax? You chill. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. The last one of these was really bright, and this one was this was closer. I brought the subject a little closer to the film, which should make it a little more bright. And I might be able to use both of these layers in tandem to make something super cool. Can't rush the process though. The fire shard. Yeah. Goal is to get it out the door tomorrow. And I'll show you it in a second. Status. Come over here. I'll show you. Everyone like and sub, Riley Cat, thank you, appreciate you. I appreciate you a lot. Just going taller. Just maxed out. We're maxed out. Okay, let's flip this around. And we'll see. I'll move this guy down here. Yes. I think it's gonna be bright. I think it looks good. I think it looks brilliant. Let's see. Yeah, another go. Very clean on the backside. And yes. Very clean on the front side. So now with this one, along with the other one, we're gonna make something pretty cool. Maybe we'll make another one, actually. Maybe we'll shoot another one. I think I should do another one. Because this one's still a little dirty. Dirty plate, dirty film. But I'll use it for something. I'll do something with it, cool. But I think I need for the client, I need at least one more layer, and I think I'm gonna try and get another clean layer here, because this looks really good. Okay. Okay. Give me 10 seconds. Can't have the bass rolling in here. Yeah. That's the stuff. It's pretty good looking. No, I don't know why I'm popping off with these oranges. To be honest, I don't know where they're coming from. But I like them. I guess it could be the weird weather. It's like super dry and not very warm. Maybe. What the hell's my hair doing? Go where you're supposed to go. Yeah, you know the rules. What's up, Ashley? What's going on? Other glove. Chemical glove. Which I keep losing. Over and over and over and over again. One spot for it. I won't lose. Come back over here. We're not done over here. One more minute. Homie with the commission. I was gonna show him the stat of his pendant, and then he kind of rolled away. Unless you're still there, huh? I don't think you were. $30 seconds each of these. Trim's still there. Yeah, I did mean you. Trim's still there. Because my counter goes to 0 a lot. I don't know. I don't have an accurate count, I don't think, over here. Let me try this piece, and then I'll show you the flame. Actually, we can go over there and cut it if you want. If you want to be part of that. Because that's what I was going to do anyway. But I just wanted to shoot this film first because film has a half-life. It's only good for so long. And I made this on Friday. Almost there. Come over here. I thought I was gonna shift to green, but I didn't really shift to green. Maybe a little bit. All right, Flame Boy. Where's that piece at? Um. Okay. So these are the two I'm gonna fuse together actually. One of them's a little greener than the other, if you notice. This one's orange and reddish, this one's green-ish. And we're gonna do a cool, like, glitched out fusion of these. Not right now though. Fire. Fire. Alright, Dram. So this is the one we did first, but I didn't like it because it wasn't bright enough. And it wasn't close to that bluer tone that you pointed out. So we got this one. This one's not great either, right? This one's like, I suppose it kind of hits that. But this one's dirty. This one's got some problems. Like I said, look at the film issues there. So we couldn't use that one either. So, where is it? Yeah. Yeah, right here. Wow. There it is, Dram. It's your shard in progress. Let's cut it. That's a good wow, I hope. Oh, thank you. There we go. You are very welcome. Excited to make another one, honestly. They usually feed into some other projects, honestly. Like, none of it's not usable, right? In my eyes, right? If I want to do something for a client, obviously I want it to meet the specs that they requested, or the very minimum you know, be as bright as I think that it should be for somebody's piece. So when it comes to the pieces that weren't bright enough, I'd probably integrate them into a layer that would be on some other piece, right? So if this is the one I was talking about, or this one that's all gunky, I could expose myself a little bit here and show you that this was actually version 1 of the piece that you were going to have initially. But I left it too long without actually curing the resin that holds the glass together. So the resin kind of slipped underneath the edges and caused weird, crappy, effectively destruction of the edges of the film. So what I might do is I might keep that, because it's not terrible. It's not going anywhere after that, but I hate these edges. So what I might do is I might cut the edges of this, right? Cut the middle out of this one, and then maybe put a frame around it as another layer, right? Just gotta get creative. There's no mistakes, right? All happy accidents. My boy Bob taught me that. A good example of me doing that would be like, yeah, like something like this. It's like effectively a bunch of, you know, less than perfect pieces that I said, well, they can go together this way instead. And it becomes something else. If I don't get it in the mail tomorrow, it'll probably be in the mail on Saturday. So either way, I probably expect it next week. They do. They do their little shimmery. So, little unicorn horns. What's up, Lee? How you doing? That may be neat. Maybe I'll start collecting them in a jar or something. Laser's still warmed up. I should probably be shooting that other subject right now, but here we are. This piece looks really cool in low light. I can tell you that much. They don't always do that. Tiny little shading on the top there. Thanks so much, Kong. I appreciate you. Let's get a cover plate up in here. We are working on a fire shard for Drim. Commissioned me to do a reproduction of a piece that I did last year. It's a holographic pendant. And it was funny because Drim asked me to get it specifically how I got it. How it was in the original, which actually was kind of a mistake for the piece that I needed to make. Because the film was actually going to go inside of a heart, right? So there's a heart kind of like this. To be honest, it looks exactly like that. That's one of them, okay? So the idea was that you take the one layer, right? You'd have your fire, your heart, and by layering them on top of each other, you've got passion, right? So that was the original piece. And the fire shard came from that. Just want to keep exploring with these kind of layered pieces. They're fun to play with. But yeah, layering's important, right? So, like you asked earlier, Drim, like what happens to those less than perfect pieces? Technically, the first fire shard was one of those. Yeah, dude, start trimming away some stuff, Blarg. You don't need it all. Take the middle out. Be clean, glass. Or else. Oh, hey, Chris. So you're new to the channel, Colin. Appreciate you stopping in and asking questions. Any questions are open. Basically, holography was a analog film medium. Pioneered in the 70s. Peaked in the 90s. Died in the 2000s. And I appropriate it in many ways to create different types of art. There we go. Squeak for me. Apologize for the image quality. My phone does have a broken camera lens. You know, they gave you 3 lenses and they say, guess what? This is the one you have to use for YouTube. They will deteriorate over the years, but I mean, not really if you keep, if you just don't abuse them, right? Really, the only rules are like, they're like gremlins, don't feed them after midnight, don't get them wet. But honestly, they can get wet. I got an example here. This is probably 40 years old. Between 35 and 40 years old, and it's not sealed very well, honestly. We've come a long way in the past 40 years, and I think that mine will last longer than that. I absolutely could, Kong. If you got something in mind, if you want to do collab or something, let me know. Glass cutter is dull. I think if you ever looked into the that DCG that database that I linked in the Discord with all my original exposure times and stuff like that, there's like an astronaut with a nugget as an asteroid. There's only one shot of it. The nugget actually moved, so it's totally dark. It's kind of cool. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Drim. Yeah, and don't feed them after midnight. That's a Gremlins reference. If you've ever seen the movie Gremlins, the tiny creatures that you can't get wet, or they multiply and cause mischief. You feed them after midnight, they transform. But no, basically, yeah, just no. The mechanism that you're worried about is what I'm sealing right now. So the layer of the holographic layer is hydroscopic. So what you're seeing on this pendant that I pulled out is actually moisture that has creeped underneath and caused all of this shifting to blue, right? So what I'm doing right now is protecting that from moisture. And that's why I'm also going to have about a 3 millimeter gap around the pendant film, so that the moisture is not directly able to affect the layer in between the glass. So that's why we are giving it some good time to settle here with some even pressure. And then we get a very, very thin lamination in between the glass, which should protect that layer. Because some resins are permeable. This one hasn't been so far, but again, we're going for longevity. So we got it locked in there. I'm gonna throw it in the oven over here. Blast. Just don't go swimming or take a shower while wearing it. It's kind of like the rule. That's kind of the main rule of thumb. I'm not going to tell you don't bring in the sunlight, because you should. That's the best way to view it. But UV light kills everything. Eventually. Right? So like, don't leave it in the, don't leave it on the dashboard of your car to cook in the sun for hours. Although I do have some clients who have pieces dangling from their rearview mirror, which I guess are still bright to this day. So that's good to know as well. Even though I told them not to. We got that. We got the new Olympic rings shot and trimmed, Blarg, since you've been gone. Since you've been gone. We reshot it, we redid it, we retrimmed it. It's ready to be, I think, I'm just gonna keep telling myself that it's actually for an athlete. I did search the name, I did find some results, but it's a very generic name. Fully holographic bong. A whole lot of work that, yeah, I mean, you'd have, so the thing is, you gotta keep in mind, Kong, that you can't cook it. You can't cook this. So you have to be clever with it, right? I've tried to find a glass artist that I want to work with directly to kind of make something that's very on brand, but I haven't found the right artist. So, so they have to be adhered to the outside after the fact. It'd have to be like some kind of bedazzling situation, but you can do it with very clever offsets, or sockets even. Maybe one day. If you find an artist, you want to do one of those things, let me know. You do you think the glass? Do you think the glass isn't gonna pick that up? I don't think. Would it? You think that would work, Blarg? What if you take a microscope to the hologram? Do you see the same thing as an visual object? Technically, yes. If you were to reconstruct the image at that small level. But the thing is that if I got a microscope over here, I could pull it out. But the issue is that the hologram needs to be illuminated from a correct angle, right? So, you know, like this one, maybe. See this, you see no image here. And I flip it 180 degrees, and now we can see an image. We flip it 180 degrees that way, and we can see an image. So the light is right here. The light is coming in like that to recreate the image. So to do a microscope usually is back illuminated, right? So you have an objective, your objective on the microscope goes really close to the glass, and then it creates a shadow, so you can't illuminate the hologram. So, yes and no. You need a special microscope, probably. That's my guess. It's pretty viscous, but you gotta. I think that I think you'd have to do it two-part. Like, could you do a plaster cast of the metal shim, do you think? And then do, I think, so my brain, Blarg, my brain says air. There's going to be air trapped inside of, there's going to be air trapped inside of the fringes that can't escape. That's going to prevent the interference pattern from transferring. Yeah. Don't burn your house down. I mean, I think you could probably search that one without trying to do a hazard zone, because like you're just gonna have to keep it hot for so long. All right, we have your fire shard trimmed, and it's gonna be ready to hit the grinding wheel tomorrow to be cut and shaped into its final form. Something like this. So now I've got to shoot these crosses. No, thank you. Thank you. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you swooped in at the perfect time. I think you saved me from a late rent payment. Let's turn out the party lights too. King Kong. King Kong custom. Hit me up. Find me on the platforms. What's up, Matthew? Holographic eyes for a animatronic spider could be awesome. Yeah, could be very awesome. Shooting some crosses. Anybody here play Hunt Showdown? Do you make a habit of making animatronic spiders? Because if so, I want to know more. I said, do you make a habit of making animatronic spiders? We're gonna shoot this for 30 seconds. I have to wait for the humans to stop moving around. It's not stable in here. Maybe I can grab 30 seconds. We'll see. They're back. Do you do it for a career, or is it just kind of a hobby? So you're more interested in like the puppetry rather than call it the automation revolution? Dude. Blarg. You gotta wear your PPE. We're gonna have a category in the Discord just because of you, aren't we? Okay. You're in the tech field. Word. It's cool. I used to want to do animatronic special effects as a kid. I went and saw the Hercules behind the scenes thing, and I got to go on stage. Little red blood cells. We'll brighten it up. But yeah, I got to go on stage and be like puppeteer a large critter. It wasn't a spider, but it was a critter from the Hercules show. And I did want to, I wanted to do special effects for a long time. And I mean, effectively, I did get into the special effects industry, but from the industrial side. And I did get to design a couple of fog machines and a couple of haze machines, and help with a product portfolio in that industry. So that's cool. It's not the first time he's put himself into his work that way. But anyway, I didn't get into animatronics, but yeah, I love the field. I love the field. It's really, isn't it strange? I imagine a few of us might relate to this, like living in this modern reality of like, okay, there are robots now. This is that future that we all dreamt about as children. Why is it so gross? Yeah, it's like a little mechanical fascination, right? Yeah, how does it work, right? How does this mechanism work? Does it turn? Does it push? Does it pull? Yeah, that stuff's good. Novel problems to solve. All right, 30 seconds. Let's go. Right in. Dark reaction, smart reaction. That's what I say. Often, due to impatience. I'm not looking forward to cutting that circular pendant, but I'm gonna have to do it tomorrow. Tomorrow. I've got to cut some earrings tomorrow too. Got this really nice shot of the rings that I couldn't use for this job because it has like it's like a notch. It's a notch here. Some shit. But it's got some really great colors. Can't get it in there. Back up, y'all. Mechanical calculators. The Frieden, isn't that an abacus? The mechanism is a bearing. Oh, yeah, I've seen this thing before. These things rule. ST Frieden. I just have me on a list. I'm just seeing if I'll just Control F. No Friedens on this list. Two more minutes in the rinse. I don't know, have to get some like pizza or something. I'm gonna have to eat something. My body needs food, I guess. Frustratingly. That'll be good enough. 30 seconds short, I don't care. You know, never let it know your next move. It's a chemistry process that needs to be surprised. Later, blog. Yeah, I think I'm only gonna develop this maybe trim it, then I'm out. Have a good one. Appreciate the lurking.